What's up, everyone? We're back. What's going on? Thank you for hitting that like button. We got 4 people in here. I appreciate it. Sorry, I have to show the screen because my allergies are acting up for some reason, and I have this nasal drip, and I feel like that's just not something anybody wants to see on screen at all. So until this goes away, I'm gonna be basically streaming the screen. So I hope that's okay with everyone in every platform. But yeah, hopefully it goes away within the next maybe 30 minutes or so, but it's just not going over well. Last night I slept 1 hour, so sorry if you were expecting more. Thank you, Ann Fields. Hold the line. Hold. Hey, from Chicago, how you doing? Let's see. Let's go live here. Again, it sucks that I have to do that, but I'll try and answer all the comments as we go along. We'll look at some of the information, but um, yeah, it should be good. It should be. Let's see. Been up since 6 a.m. yesterday. Big numbers for AMC today. Yeah, it's actually. I was looking at SOS and cost earlier today. So let's look at what AMC is actually doing. Yeah, it's up 11% right now. Let's see if I can put the extended hours on. Yes, I can. One day. Yeah, we actually really jumped up um, at 4 a.m. Now we're getting back up to that point. White theme. No, it's not even. It's not even that my head hurts. It's not even that my head hurts. Uh, Allergies keep getting worse. Yesterday I was actually fine, and then at the end of the day, it got really bad. But I put the white theme on just because I mean you can obviously see me in the screen because it's a glossy TV. So you'll be able to see me in the screen for people that are on the MP Shorts channel. But yeah, we're ready to go. Good morning, Sergio. Good morning, Alan. Good morning, Brian Fuller. But yeah, like I said, I'm really hype about what's gonna happen. I'm ready to see 50. I'm ready to see 100. I'm ready to just get going. I was talking to people all weekend about AMC, and it was phenomenal. Missed you on Friday. Yeah, I mean, I think I tried to post something. Did I post something? I think I streamed. Pretty sure I did somewhere in the middle of the day. Clarence and D. I took Allegra, and for some reason, like everything's really cleared up. It's just I had a nasal spray that now I have this like nasal drip that just bothers the hell out of me. You know. Let me add a thumbnail. I didn't add a thumbnail to this one. So anybody on? Let's see. Uh, I got shook Friday. I had a bad experience with AMC on Friday, and I admit I paper handed, but getting back in the train, yeah, it's good. I understand exactly, what did happen on Friday. It was tough, you know, because the jump was real, and then obviously it went downhill pretty fast. And that's what I mean. A lot of people wanted to protect their profits, so it makes sense why they ended up doing that. Time to barbecue those cats. What? about that. Let's see. I don't know what thumbnail to put. Sure, I'll go with this one again. It doesn't matter. Do I think GME can run to 300? Yeah, I think GME can definitely run. If you're seeing AMC start to run, you're going to see GME start to run. So, and remember, I bought more into GME, looking for that to take a huge jump soon. But yeah, I definitely think GME can run. AMC is going to run, GME is going to run. You're going to see a lot of other things start to move as well. Just like SOS, Fubo TV, you can see that move. um, I'm surprised Rocket isn't moving. That's one that I'm kind of surprised about. Let's see. I wish I had the pre-market setting, but SNDL is still moving. That's up 10%, up to $1.07. It went up to $1.14 this morning. That's crazy. I'm gonna keep this open for like 3 more minutes for the members only chat, and then I'm gonna close it up.
I'm gonna keep this open for like three.
Jeez, come on. Don't do that. And if you guys want to follow my Twitch, you can definitely do that. I'll put it in the chat. Or if you want to go over to the MP Shorts channel, I'm streaming over there as well. So you can definitely get your questions answered sparingly. I heard AMC sold some stock. Is that good or bad for us? AMC sold some stock. They don't have any more shares to issue, so that can't be true. Or you mean like executives sold some positions? BB is making moves. I would imagine, yeah, it has to be. I haven't checked it. Do I have it on the list? I should have it on this list. It sucks when I'll just do it by symbol. It makes it easier in the pre-market. There we go. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, BlackBerry is moving 7%. That's crazy. And AMC is now up 12%, up to $29.37. That's amazing. So we have 220 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. It does help out. Your echo? Okay. Sorry. Desktop audio is on. It should be fixed now. Let me know if it's fixed. There's like 4 Matts talking. Is that what you're saying? There should be no desktop audio on. Everything should be good. There we go. Fixed. Yes. Okay. Perfect. The latency is crazy because I have that latency. Yeah, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I wish I could show myself, but again, allergies are messing up, and eventually we'll get back to that point. All right. So it looks like it's fixed. I'm gonna close up the chat for members, and we can get going this morning. AMC Theater Entertainment said earlier Tuesday it agreed to sell 8.5 million shares to our capital to raise $230 million cash 10 minutes ago. How can they do that if they don't have any more? They issued all their shares. The only way they'd be able to do that is if they had a vote. Adam Aaron tweeted 8 million shares sold. Not sure how, since the company is 8 million. Yeah, That's weird then. I mean, obviously it's good if they can raise money. It's going to be good for AMC, but how do they? I don't even know how they even have it. All good now for a minute there. Thought backwards school LSD. Yes, if anybody is interested in joining the Discord, definitely do that. The link is in the description. Or if you want to join as a channel member, you can find it next to the subscribe button. And I have a link in the description for you guys. So you should be good. Uh, but that's crazy. I didn't. That's insane. 8 million sold was a few weeks ago. I thought they sold everything left a few weeks ago, or yeah, a few weeks ago. Now I'm the mask trader. Oh, because I don't show my face. The mask trader. I don't know how either, but it's 1.7 dilution. The buyer must have a super confidence is going to buy. Yeah, well, again, I think it's more or less we're seeing a lot of people that are going to be buying into this position. So no matter what, if they find a way to issue, uh, shares or sell some shares, then that's obviously good for them, and we'll buy it up. Morning, guys. Good morning, Willie. GME starting to moon. What's GME doing? Let's see where's GME. There it is. Yeah, it's up 5%, but we're gonna see this make some moves. We are gonna see this make some moves. Look at the last 5 days. Yeah, that's just amazing growth. Absolutely phenomenal growth. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't done it already. I want to say hi to people on Twitch. SNDL. Yeah, SNDL is doing some work as well. The last couple of days they've been doing work. And what's crazy is they have so much volume and they're not really moving that much. You would expect them to move a lot more because they had like 600 million shares worth of volume on, I think, Friday. Where's SNDL? Let's buy the S's. Nope, don't want that. Yeah, they have 2.5 million shares right now in the pre-market. It's probably more than that when I look in Fidelity. I don't know why Weeble is so far behind. Thank you, Reggie, for becoming a member. I think this morning AMC just people buying back in from what they sold last week. Yeah, again, you're probably going to see that. There's a lot of people that made the mistake in selling, and I understand, why they did it. They got scared, and you get scared. It's okay. I mean, it's better to hold on to your position, and it's better to not sell everything if you are going to make that move. It doesn't make sense to give up on it so quick. Hey Matt, what do you mean? You said cover your initial investment to stay profitable. I was thinking of selling some shares when I hit 500 to put myself in a good. Okay, so basically, what you would do is you have your initial investment you put in there, and you know that it should be like, let's say it's $5,000 or $10,000. What I did was my initial investment was 16, and I covered my initial investment plus a profit of $3,000 just in case it does come back. Then I can buy more. If it continues to go up, I will hold for the remainder of the squeeze. Right now, I feel like I am not pressured to sell anything. I have no, um, you know, I can't say that I would ever have paper hands, but I don't even think about it at all. I'm not even thinking about selling. There's no instance to where I'm like, oh, well, you know what? If it gets to this point, I'm selling my whole entire thing. You know what I mean? So it's absolutely amazing to have that in the back of your mind. It's just like I covered my initial investment, and now you can hold for the remainder of the squeeze. So it's really simple to do that. You just have to factor in like how many shares you will need to sell in order to get your initial investment back. But yeah, that's basically what I did. Consolidate above 30. Hope to see moves like GME 16 shares. What is that? GME 16 to 400 is insane. Yeah, I hope to see a similar movement, at least similar movement in what GME did. You know, going all the way up to 500 would be phenomenal. Um, Going all the way up to 1,000, 2,000, you know, obviously getting higher than that would be phenomenal. But seeing, you know, people that ended up selling or not yesterday, Friday, based on like all of the negativity that we've seen, right? It just doesn't really sit well with me. It got up to only 36 and a bunch of people sold. So for me to say, hey, you know, it can get to 100K, yeah, it has that potential to get to 100K. And I was talking about this during actually yesterday. I was talking about this. It has the potential to get to 100K, but everything has to go right. The whales have to hold on, and whales seem like they did not hold on as long as we thought. I mean, it was $36, and they probably ended up making a move and then probably buying back in to hold more shares. So um, it's just so tough to say it's going to 100K, and we have to think more realistic because it seems like people are selling anytime it does take a dive, and you're going to see those dives get bigger and bigger. So just know that you're not going to see a $1, $2 dive when it gets up to $100. You're going to see probably a $10 dive, $20 dive. You know what I mean? So just understand the situation and don't panic because it took a dive by $10. You'll see GME like right now. Where's GME? Am I on them somewhere here? You'll see GME, and it will move more than $10 in one day. Like you see this uh, 268 to 221. Like it'll move more and more as it gets higher and higher. So don't think just because it's decreasing $5, $10 that's the end of the squeeze. You know what I mean? You'll know when it hits that squeeze. You'll know the end of the squeeze. So, anyways, I need Elon Musk to sneeze again and make crypto market go back up. I hear you. I think right now it's better if the crypto market is down. So then when you have your gains with AMC, whenever you get to that point, you can use some of that and put it into crypto. For me, at least, I know I invested a lot of mine in at the lower points, so I guess I got a little lucky there. But I am looking to put in more, but I just want to use some of the AMC money, not other money. So someone says 100K is not realistic. It's not realistic. It can happen, but it's like a fraction of 1%. Fraction of 1% chance. AMC hit 30. Let's go. Did it? I didn't even check it. Yeah, AMC's at $30 and 20. Oh, I thought for some reason I was looking at that as the pre-market. I was like, what in the world? It hit 36, but that was on Friday. So right now, $30.53. That's what it hit as a high. That's amazing. He is all in for the squeeze. It's a personal decision on how to do it, and I'm all in for life-changing money myself. And it's all up to your own personal choice. Absolutely, absolutely. I love the fact that some people do respect my decision for what I did. And even though it comes to that point to where it's like, oh, well, you know what? You could have actually gained a lot more and held on to more shares by covering your initial investment later at $36. Well, if I would have done that, one, I would have been like everybody else and probably dropped it a little bit more. And two, I mean, I just stuck by the strategy that I had initially. You never know where it's going to go because just as easily as it can get to 36, it can go down. So you never really know at that point. And I'm like, all right, well, if it does go against me, it's very close to, my cost basis. If it does go against me at $10 and I can get in at $10, buy 2,000 shares instead of holding 1,000 shares, and I can grow that exponentially. So either way, it works out. And if you want to hold for life, or you want to hold till you get to a certain point, then cover your initial investment, it's always better than selling everything. Because someone, like, I seen a couple of people that were up $500,000, or a hundred and something $1,000, and they're like, oh, this is amazing gains, I don't want to lose all these gains. And then they're like, well, if I sell all of it now, I can get back in lower. And I'm like, don't sell all of it. I mean, you obviously are not even hitting the main portion of the squeeze. This is literally the beginning at that point. Can you double the screen? Can you double screen the AMC and GME? Yeah, I could do that. That's all right. So yeah, we're seeing GameStop grow at 6% and AMC's up about 15%. So that's phenomenal. Yeah, again, once my nose stops dripping, I will you know add me on the screen so you guys can see me. I know that's what you come here for, is my beautiful face, and not my nasal drip. It's just weird. Hissing noise? You got a hissing noise? There's no other mic on. It's just this mic. That's weird. Sorry if there is. We have 702 people here, guys. Hit that like button. And over on the MP Shorts channel, we have 19 people. If you guys want to comment and ask me some questions, you can go over to Twitch, and I'll answer those sparingly. Also, you can go over to my MP Shorts channel, which the link is in the description, and we can talk there as well. So there's 6 people watching on Twitch, 20 people on the MP Shorts channel, and 700 people on my Matthew Perry channel. So definitely do that. Uh, yeah, why white? The only reason I'm doing white is because you can see me in the screen for MP Shorts. For the MP Shorts channel, you can see me in the screen. So basically, it's like you're gonna see the nasal drip either way, and I don't want that to happen. So once this all stops, and because I use nasal spray, once this all stops, we'll be good. I'll put me back on the screen, and then we can go from there. My own sound effects for the bright screen. Burns my eyes. I'm sorry. Let's get ready for a big fight this week. Yeah, I'm hoping it's not a big. It's too bright. I'm hoping it's not a big fight. I'm hoping they just give up, and we see this rapidly increase. That's what we need, because we have yet to see that 50% day. I mean, we've seen something, I think 30%, right? Or was it 20%? But it goes up to those points. Like, it gets up to the uh, double liked. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, it gets up to those points of like 30, 50%, but then goes back down to about 20%. Matt's got the Rona. No, no, I don't. Funny, like, I don't even know where this came from because it came out of nowhere. Literally, we had a party and everything. We had a birthday party for Harper and Hayden, and it was amazing. It was an amazing party. And then all of a sudden, I opened up a beer, and I was like, "Am I allergic to this beer?" Because instantly I got like a stuffy nose or whatever. But I guess allergies hit out of nowhere. So I this is the first year I have allergies. So when Safe Moon getting to 0.001 cent, I'm buying my wife. Yeah, we probably have a little bit because we still need a lot of volume in Safe Moon in order for that to happen. So SafeMoon has a burn rate, and it seems like it's going to take months for them to burn off enough for it to get to about 1 penny or 0.001 or whatever. So just know it's going to take a while to get to that point. Go back after road. I don't. I don't. Don't start spreading that because I don't. Friends like we're talking down to me about AMC in the past few months, and now asking me where to get in. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I was talking about AMC to a number of people, and they were always like, I don't know about it. It doesn't have the financials behind it. It has no fundamentals, and I'm like, fundamentals are out the window. Don't worry about this. Trust me. Just put some money into AMC. If you wanted to put even a little bit into AMC, just do it. And I told them that months ago, and they decided that they still didn't want to do it. So, whatever. So I was fine with that. Let me. We are not selling. We are not selling. All right, perfect. I had to blow my nose, so I didn't want to have that on stream, even though MP Shorts heard everything. Catching colds and stuff we usually see during winter. It's not even a cold. Like I said, it's way more. It's way more than that. It's allergies, and I've never had allergies before. Let it get trending on Twitter. I hope. I hope we see AMC trending on Twitter just all day. Dark mode is better to read. Yes, dark mode is 100% better to read. I usually have a dark mode, but I'm not doing that for the sake of my other channel. You can see literally everything that I'm doing in the screen, and eventually when I turn it around, I will do dark mode. So when FOMO kicks, yeah, I think a lot of the things that we've seen has been FOMO, right? People that are at that fear of missing out, and they want to gain what other people are gaining, but they get in late. Or those people that are like, oh, well, I need to see a little bit more out of it, and then you see a little bit more out of it, and now they're buying it at these later portions, and you're going to see the same thing when we get up to 100. Yeah, Chef Hood has the right idea. Drop a like. And also, if you want to join the Discord group, the link is in the description. It's $5 to join the Discord group. And there's a great group of people over there. Let's see. Sounds fun. What, if any, price are you looking for this week? I'm looking for it to hit. I'm looking for it to hit 100. I hope we don't see any type of attack, but I'm feeling that we're going to have some sort of attack. But I'm looking for that to hit 100, because once it hits, once it goes up to 50, I mean, you end up moving a lot faster. As you start to get to higher and higher prices, you move more and more. So you get to 50 and we're starting to move 20 cents per day rather than moving, 5 cents, or sorry, not 20 cents, $20 per day, rather than moving at $5. I'm sitting here mixing crypto and AMC together. Have not had any market halts yet. We haven't. We're not going to have any market halts in the pre-market as it starts to go up. Looks like we're seeing some really big fluctuation. Do you see this? That was some really big fluctuation. Went all the way down to, I guess, 20. That looked like it dropped down, but you've seen huge fluctuation there, and it went away. But we're not going to see any market halts in the pre-market. But yeah, we haven't seen that. We haven't seen those large days. This is literally just FOMO buying. It's nothing more than that, because if it was actual people, my eyes, I'm sorry. Why all of a sudden you feel like blinding us? I am so sorry. Again, once I figure this stuff out and my nose stops dripping, I will turn this camera around and then I'll do dark mode. But yeah, still dealing with that. Well, when do you guys get? When do you? When do these guys get margin called? Even if they do get margin called, I feel like they still just keep doubling down and tripling down. After they cover something, they double down and they're fine. Ultimately, they're not fine. They're making the overall situation worse for them by doubling and tripling down. But whatever makes it better for us. If it's worse for them, it's better for us. It's going to be a very nice day. It looks like it. Already 15%. I'll take it. Need to break 40 today. I would love to see that. I just don't want to see any of the platforms decide to shut down the buy button and sell button. But we haven't seen that amount of buying activity to do that. Like we've seen buying activity, which drove it up quite a bit, but we haven't seen enough buying activity to drive them to say, oh, you know what, we can't handle this type of thing. 3.4 million volume on one candle. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of volume. What is it? 7 million. I think it's more in Fidelity, which, like I said, I don't know why it's different, but I think it's more in Fidelity. And then we're seeing 90K in GME. Let me see what the actual volume is over in Fidelity for AMC. That's probably sitting at, I was going to say 15 million, 16.2 million. That's crazy. We're seeing a massive amount of volume. It's going to continue. We just need that to keep driving. I convinced some people to, make some moves into AMC if they were interested in it. They were like, I'll take a light position and then, move into it maybe a little heavier later. Let's see. I wonder if they're trying to use time against us. They're always trying to use time against us. We have, like, they have the luxury of money and time, right? And what we would do is, since they do have money, they can hold their positions for a long period of time and don't worry about losing money. They lose $1 billion. That's that's nothing when it comes to how much they could lose if they covered all of their positions, right? So yeah, we don't really have time on our side. For me, I can hold for forever. I really don't care at this point because I covered my initial investment. This I can literally hold until we see that squeeze. So if they double, triple down, quadruple down, then it starts to get bigger and bigger. The situation ends up getting to a point where it will burst. We'll gain a lot out of the situation, and we can go from there. But yeah, what we have 886 people, guys. Can you hit that like button? That would really help out the channel. I love to push this out to more people. Or if you dislike the video, I understand you don't see me, and we're able to basically have that kind of like face-to-face, conversation. But it's still great. I just sneezed. Can I get a bless you? Thanks in advance. Yes, bless you for sneezing. God bless you, because I'm not the Lord. GME is already a lone wolf. Jim Cramer on Wall Street Bet side now. Did you watch the video where he basically gave up and told everybody to buy and hold? No, I didn't. That has to be amazing. Once you start seeing people really give up, that fight the system or fight the situation. We're actually fighting the system, but when they fight what we're doing, yeah, no problem. I try to answer as many comments as I can, but obviously I can't get to all of them. I'm very tempted to get AMC. To get AMC? I may not have a ton of shares, but I'm up 250% already. That is amazing to hear. You're up 250%. That is phenomenal. But it's going to be a lot more percent that you're going to be up. You guys see Meet Kevin's buying the squeeze. I did see that he's buying what, like $40 or $60,000 worth of AMC. What up, bro? What's your take on direct sale? 8 million shares. I didn't even know they had any left. That's what I'm concerned about. But I'm all for it. If they want to raise money, they want to raise money. I understand the concept behind it and why they want to do it, because it's getting to high numbers, and you want to be able to, sell some stock to raise some money there. But I didn't even know they had any left. I thought they were all out of, positions to sell. Where did the 8.5 million shares come from for AMC? I have no idea. I thought everything was on the market. I would agree with you. So now their total shares have to be up, to 500 million, right? Because they were at 493 million. So selling 8 million would be like 501 million shares that are on there. Seriously, dark mode. 5 a.m. Yeah. Again, I will do it. It's starting to get better. I think it's starting to get better. He's buying 52K. Buying 52K of AMC. That's amazing. I hope, from what I heard, he said he's going to be holding for a year, which I think is kind of not the smartest to hold it for a full year and commit to a year when the squeeze, could happen before then. You can gain a lot from what it's going to be. But then after the fact, hold whatever you have for a year after that. I know for me, and I'm not telling anybody else to do this. After it squeezes, I'm gonna hold, at least 100 shares for life. Like, I'm not gonna let AMC go because they gave me so much, and if they give everybody else so much, I feel like you should find a way to give back, whether it's buying more stock or whether it's going to their theaters and all of that. But I'm gonna buy and hold shares for forever. Once it gets to a point to where it squeezes, I'm going to sell, and then when it starts to really fall down and get to its low points, I'm not going to let them take advantage of us selling at that squeeze moment. I'm going to hold on to these 100 shares for life, bro, what's up? Okay, you just asked that. I think they were new shares, a 1.5% dilution. But like that's why I don't understand. Didn't they have, like, they put out a vote talking about like new shares? Do they have to do that, or they can issue new shares whenever they want to? Thoughts on Cardano? Cardano is amazing. I don't know where they stand right now. I hold 240 coins and I want to continue to buy. I'm actually going to buy some more today. So as long as it's at a reasonable price. But I will continue to buy more and more Cardano because I believe that can go up to $20 or $30 easily. I totally agree with that. Hold AMC to give back what they gave us. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like what they're going to try and do is, when it does get to that peak point of the squeeze, if they don't get bankrupt, they're going to actually try and short up at the peak, which would be way better for them. And if they're going to short up at the peak, then I'm going to, sorry, I got distracted from this comment. If they're going to short up at the peak, then I'm going to hold on to this position, and I hope that, a lot of other people will hold as well. So that basically we're starting this whole situation all over again, but just at a higher point. If it gets to a point to where it gets to 100K, and they short it at 100K and it drops down, or they short it heavily at 100K and it drops down, and we end up buying and holding that position to drive the price up, like, I feel like it's just going to start it all over again, but at a higher price. And then, 500K becomes realistic. Let's see. Yeah, you guys don't have to send super chats. If you want to join as a member, join as a member. It's only 99 cents. And you can send super chats. I appreciate them and I will read them. But join as a member. You can get five months there for $5. So if AMC hits 100,000, I'll host my wedding at one of their cinemas. I mean, I bet there would be a lot of weddings, a lot of events hosted there. I can't wait to go. I wanted to see A Quiet Place Part 2, but I didn't end up going to see that. So we might see that this weekend. AMC's up 17%, almost 18%. That's crazy. Chris Alexander, thank you for becoming a member. Check the date on the article. It's old. They had shares for executive bonuses left. Probably those. Oh. Oh, wait, you are a member. Aren't you a member, Saber? Wow. See, this is the thing. I mean, it's okay, right? I think it's okay. We're still moving. We're still, you know, making those move up. I know you are a member. I realize that. I was talking about, I think, Joy and is not. Eugene in the house. He's got the latest. Yeah, I'll check the Discord group. I just have a lot of different messages to check here. I got 3 streams up basically. 8 people on Twitch, 17 people on MP Shorts, and 1,070 people on the Matthew Perry channel. 100% day incoming. Oh, 100% day incoming. I hope you're right. We are due for that. We haven't received that 100% day. Can I turn this camera around? Because I think the drip is gone, and I hope it is. But if it's not, then I'll switch it back around. But I'm gonna turn this camera around here. Rotate device. No, I'll keep that there. All right. What's up? What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? We got 19 people over here. I'm gonna go ahead and change this one to add my camera over here. Hello. How are you doing? How is everybody doing? Thank you for stopping by with me. And thank you for being patient as well. You know, I want to make sure that I'm reading all of them. It's good? All right, perfect. Perfect. I probably need to move this a little bit. Move that here. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. And I can't really see it though. What about Ford? What is Ford doing? I still hold my long-term position for Ford. Ford is up 1%. Hasn't really made too much of a move, but I'm still holding that long term. I love what they're doing with their electric trucks, and I can't wait to see how that goes. Joyanne, thank you for becoming a member. All right. I'm joined. Perfect. That's great. Thank you for doing that. Let's see what happens in the first 30 minutes of the market opening. Yeah, I think it's going to be big. I think we're going to see something really big. I just hope, we don't get to a certain point and then we see some more whales make that move. Because if we have more whales that end up making that move like they did on Friday, then they're going to create fear, which ends up getting a lot of smaller holders to sell. And also, you'll have shorts that are partnered with that, so it'll decrease a lot more, just like it did. And just like I said, we're going to see more and more swings as we go along. Do you think the prediction that Ford will take over Tesla is true? I don't think so. No, I think Tesla's going to change the game with a lot of things. And we were talking about this weekend. Respect the drip. All right. Saw over 5K in profits diminish before my eyes Friday. That was tough. I'm up again today, but still traumatized. Going to be hard to hold. I hear you. That's what I mean. Like those people that get into those situations that actually buy in and they're $2,000 up or $5,000 up or $10,000 up, you're going to see that as, oh well, it also has an opportunity to go against me. And then when it does go against you, then you're like, well, I should probably sell this position. And the good thing about it is if you get to a point to where you doubled your profit, it you don't need to sit here and sell all of it. I think selling all of it is the worst thing that you could do because you're losing out on the potential gains that you could have. And well, that's basically it. You're losing out on all of those potential gains while you're thinking that you can predict and time the market to get out all of your positions effectively and then get in at a lower price. It's not something that can be done, especially in situations like this, because it's not predictable. You can get to resistance points and it doesn't resist. You can get to support levels and it doesn't hit those support levels, or it falls below those support levels. So I started my morning by reviewing another young engineer's work. A ton wrong. Fun to Monday morning. Wait, fun second Monday morning. Okay, I was gonna say it's not Monday. We have 1,150 people in here, guys. If you could hit the like button, I would appreciate it. We also have 16 people in the MP Shorts channel and 8 people viewing over on Twitch. Do whatever you can in order to support. Hit people's stop losses also when they sell. That too, I would agree. 29,000 in profits disappeared on Friday. See, that's the type of thing that gets to you. You're like, oh, I don't want $29,000 in profits to disappear again. So then it gets up to those points and you're like, should I sell? And that's not the mindset we want to have here. We want to be able to grow this position. And if it all depends on what the whales are going to do. And I've been saying this time and time again. If whales decide to sell at certain points, because if they're holding a lot and they get to $1 million, like even inexperienced whales or experienced whales, inexperienced whales are probably worse because they'll hold, let's say, 20,000 shares, and what they would do is they're going to end up seeing $2 million in their portfolio or $3 million in their portfolio, and then they're going to sell a little bit too early and kind of derail what happened in that day. Not derail the whole squeeze, but derailed what happened in that day. And if it's big enough, then it could also bring other people to sell, smaller holders and other whales as well, while shorting the position. So it's just way too much to think about. I'd rather, I think the smart move for anybody, if you're that scared about losing your initial investment, the smartest move would be to just take out a little bit and then hold the rest. I don't want you to sell 20,000 shares, but if you have an initial investment, say you wanted to capture, I don't know, $5,000 and take the $5,000. I'd rather you take that than take out 20,000 shares. So, but we just need to figure out how this can get to 100K, how this can get to 5K, how it can get to 10K, whatever it can get to. If you guys want to comment or ask me questions, go over to MP Shorts channel, or I have my Twitch linked in the chat, and you could definitely go over there and ask questions. I look at that sparingly. What's your Twitch account name? It's up in the chat, so you click that the pinned comment, and you'll get to it. Take out my initial investment and hold the rest and buy the dip when the investment doubled. Yeah, again, it gives you so much room. And I don't want to keep talking about selling points. We need to talk about what your profit target is and where you will go. Because I was up to a total account value of $64,000, and that dropped down pretty quick on Friday. But it didn't drop down as quick because obviously I didn't have everything in AMC. And to tell you the truth, if we seen something really negative, and I said this in a video that I was supposed to post yesterday, but I didn't end up doing it, that if we end up getting to a point to where it decreases, I will sell other positions that I hold and put all that money into AMC. And with the $20,000 that I have in the account right now, I would put the money that I have in Tesla, the money that I have in DraftKings and FAMI, because all of those gains, the gains could be a lot more just by putting it into something like AMC if it does come back down, because you see the potential. Do you ever get FOMO after selling early? No. I see you can, it depends what it is. So I do get FOMO after selling early sometimes, but most cases if I follow my strategy, it's a good situation for me. Now, with something like this, it's endless value that you can gain. But yeah, of course you think about it and you're like, "Oh, I could have made this. I could have made that." But really it's like, well, it could have easily went against you. Just because it did doesn't mean that it would have if you would have held on. You know what I mean? And I want people to hold as much as possible, but in other situations, I've had it go against me. You know, I bought into, let's say, I bought into Facebook. Facebook is a really big example. I bought into Facebook, and instantly when I bought into it, I held on to it for probably, I don't know, way longer than I wanted to, because I seen quicker gains. Get out of Tesla. Why? It's growing. I'm seeing that go up to 700 soon. But Facebook, I basically got into it, and then it ended up going against me. And I was like, all right, well, you know what? I've seen it come back time and time again. So I decided not to sell the position, and it went against me a lot more, to where it got to a point to where I didn't want to hold that. But then it got up to about break even or so, and I sold that position. And it was just like, the way it hits you differently in other situations. And some points I was up $700, and with the full resistance point, it was way higher than where it was, but I was up $700, and I can't remember the exact price points. And then it ended up decreasing. Green screen is not working. Yeah, the green screen is not going to work over here because it's my phone that I'm on. So the green screen is for my my other channel, my main channel. But this is just to talk to me. But yeah, I was up, what was it, $700, and then I ended up getting down because I held onto that position wanting to gain 1,000. I got greedy. I did the same thing with GME earlier this year. You know, I held GME and was up, I think it was $2,000, and I held on to it thinking that we're going to see that ultimate squeeze or back up to 300 or 500 or whatever, and it didn't get to that point. So I held on to it for a long period of time, but I could have actually taken that or taken my initial investment or whatever and then moved on. So it can easily go against you either way. And that's why I like to really understand strategies and stick by your strategies. You know, I said exactly what I did, way back when. And a lot of people were surprised. And I'm like, you shouldn't be surprised. I've said it in every single video. Good morning, Matt. Have you had a chance to look at 3D? DDD. Let's check it out. No, I haven't had a chance to look at it. I have a boatload of options for the past 3 weeks, and now charting the past 30 days is amazing. Let's check it out really quick. I got Ford up still. You're saying the last couple of days. Oh, we did see I was going to say we've seen a large impact here, but we're seeing that stair step on the way down. Let's bring this for the last 5 days. Last 5 days, we have seen a pretty decent amount of movement from 24, all the way up to 32. So yeah, you've seen a decent amount of movement. It looks like a really interesting position, but let's go ahead and look at something further. Yeah, it might be it looks like it's on the way back up, seeing that large rise and that crossover of the 15 moving average to the 200 EMA, showing that it's a full indication of an uptrend, but you might be in the middle of it at this point and seeing that rise to actually retest 34. So it did retest, or it actually got up to, it retested 32 or 33 and dropped down and failed that retest. So we need to see that retest and break that point to where it will retest at 34. So it looks like an interesting position, but you're now at those peak points. So if you buy now, it might be the peak, or you might see that at the halfway mark when it gets up to some of these gains, but to tell you the truth, we haven't seen any of those gains previously. So it's kind of tough to take in. I would rather look at this and see that we're at the peak points here, and it might end up going against you, and then you might want to end up buying back in at the $17 mark. So that would be my opinion, but it does look good. History repeats itself. Tesla will be up 8% by the 8th of June. It has every year since it came into the market, or at least the past few years. Well, that's good to know. You've done a lot of research. We got 1,340 people in here. I think we're close to where our max has been, because we haven't been getting. I don't think we had 3,000 or 2,000 viewers since the SNL like Dogecoin thing. So guys, make sure you hit that like button. It would be it actually is amazing. Everybody that has hit the like button, I appreciate it. I just ask just for engagement. Engagement is key. We have 13 people watching on Twitch. Good morning, Matt. I have a call option for June 18th. The $17 strike price. AMC runs up significantly. Should I sell shares to cover the cost of exercise the options, or just sell the option? So I'm horrible with options. I was supposed to look into some options plays. So I would be giving you horrible advice there, even though it's not advice. It's merely just an opinion. But whatever you really think is best, I would definitely go with that. I can't give you any opinions on options. I would be shortchanging you. Thoughts on the SPY today? Let's see. It looks good. I mean, I would say we're probably waiting to create another higher high here, and we're going to see that definitely make that move. But eventually, we're going to see that pull back to the 200 EMA. It looks like it touches back, sparingly, with the exception of this large rise that we have seen here. So, yeah, I'm thinking we can definitely see, that higher high. We're definitely going to see the higher high today. But yeah, we have 1,200 people in here. Thank you for anybody that hit the like button. We have 500 likes now. I appreciate it. 16 people over here. They keep doubling down. Do you think they have a trick up their sleeve? They always have something up their sleeve. That's why I got a little bit worried about where AMC was going to go. You never really know, and I've seen it hit 14, or I think it was 12, 14 multiple times, and it didn't really break 15 until obviously recently, and it bothered me. It bothered the hell out of me, because it's like, all right, well, you miss opportunities here to where you could basically sell some positions and buy more lower, without actually risking anything more. But yeah, I'm obviously that worries me sometimes, that they have something up their sleeve. Mainly they're just looking for people to get to certain points. A lot of times people will kill themselves in the situation, because what they'll do is you'll have whales that have a lot of positions, or will buy up all these positions saying, keep buying AMC, keep buying AMC. People that are inexperienced will probably end up selling those positions because they want to capture their gains. And they've seen it go against them time and time again. So they were like, all right, I'll capture my gains. Then they end up shorting it as they're doing that. While you create that fear, then you have more smaller investors that are going to sell off their positions because they're afraid of losing their gains. $29,000 gains, or $50,000 gains. You see it and you're like, well, I don't want to lose this. So then they end up selling all of their position. And that's why I'm like, if you end up getting to that point and you feel pressured at all, you shouldn't actually feel pressured. If you feel pressured at all, then you really shouldn't be in the position, or you should be covering your initial investment, and whatever's left, you will not feel that pain, because you cannot lose what you put in. You know what I mean? Like right now, I cannot lose what I put in. Everything on top of this is gravy. So the $19,000 that this is worth, that this 656 shares is worth, it's all gravy. Everything that grows from here, it's all gravy. If this, gets to, $100 worth of value, it's going to be worth $65,000. I'm perfectly fine with that. And I would have been fine with it even if it goes to $0. If it goes to $0, I still gain $3,000 out of it. And if it goes to something like $1, $4, $5, $10, which couldn't happen, I don't think it's gonna happen. But if it does get down to those points, I can buy more shares, a ton more shares with the amount that I saved. So there's so many different ways of looking at it, and most people will go to, I have to sell my whole position. That's not the case. You don't want to sell your whole entire position. That's absolutely stupid to do that, especially leaving potential on the table. Then you end up getting into the situation where you sell here, you see the potential, and now you buy $10 higher. So you're buying less shares and still risking the same amount of money, which is stupid. So just try not to do that, and try not to, have that, like thought in your mind, hey, I should sell all my positions. No, that shouldn't be the case. You should, at most, you should probably take just a little bit and see what's going to happen. But if you have that fear, you either shouldn't be in the position, or you need to cover your initial investment and grow the rest. Because I think we will be at our strongest if everybody is able to hold or have a strong mindset behind them. Because that strong mindset, if you have that thought of selling your position, then it ends up hurting the overall squeeze, right? But if everybody had the same mindset that I have right now, it's like, I don't give a rat's ass if this goes to $0, then that's what's going to make this squeeze, In your case, it works. People who have 100 shares should hold. Yeah, I hear you. If you literally haven't, I think it only works if you get to double or triple your investment. If you're not double or triple your investment, then it doesn't make sense for you to do that. If you're only up maybe $100, maybe that's double your investment. If you're only up $100, then it doesn't make sense for you to do that. Or if you're only up $5,000 when you invested $20,000, it doesn't make sense, because then you have a little bit of skin in the game, but it's not enough to really get you over that hump and get you in the same situation that I am. So you're right, it worked for me because I literally was double my investment, if not more. And that was my plan from the start. I was like, hey, if I get to double my investment, I will take out my initial investment, if not a little bit more, which I did. And then now everything else is gravy. So people on trading Robinhood out here, people only trading on Robinhood is out of their mind. Yeah, this is what I'm fearful of, is what Robinhood could do. There's still a lot of people that are trading on Robinhood. They gained more members after the overall situation that they had. So seeing that, I was just like, come on, stop trading on Robinhood. The only thing I have on Robinhood is my Doge, which I now can actually buy Doge in crypto.com and move that over to my Coinbase wallet if I wanted to, which I think is smart if I do that. I've been swinging between puts and calls on DDD and made $16K in 3 weeks. That's amazing to hear. And I have 4 calls to sell today for another 6K. That is phenomenal. To gain basically over $20,000 in 4 weeks is amazing. I love to hear gains. I love to hear when you make a great call, because sometimes calls will go against you. I love to hear situations to where you've seen something that was a great setup and then it went against you and you actually got stopped out for a small loss, because that's a big win as well, because that can easily go against you. Something like, let's say it's at $10 and you invest in $10 hoping for it to go to $15, knowing that that's the trend. But it goes against you based on the market that's down, and then it drops down to, I don't know, $10 the opposite, or I guess $2 the opposite way, which you could lose a lot of money. You end up getting stopped out at 20 cents. That's a big win, because it had that potential to drop down even more, And if you end up making that move to get in at the lower low, now you have potential chance to make even more money out of it. So I always like to see those wins as well, not only just the big gains. So let's look at this from the day. What's going on? So we have a little under an hour until the market opens. I'm really hyped to see what's going to happen today. What's this? There was a question here. Am I nervous? Me? Why am I nervous? I'm not nervous with what they're going to do because, like I said, I played it the way that I wanted to play it, and I don't care if this 19,000 goes to zero, because everything that I invested in there, I already hold, and I can put it wherever I want to. If I want to put it back into AMC, obviously I want it to come back down before it does that, but I don't think it will. I want to see this skyrocket up to 40, up to 50, up to $100. That's what we need to see today. I would love to see 100% gain today, get up to $50. And I said this last week that if it gets up to 25, I think on Thursday, or no, I said it on Friday. I think I said if it gets up to 25 on Friday, then we'll see, we might see that 50% day actually happen. We need to see that 50% day before we get that 100% day. And who knows, we might see that 100% jump. So it just all depends. It's not, I just became a member. Thoughts on crypto XLM. So let me actually go into Coinbase, or not Coinbase, CoinMarketCap. So CoinMarketCap, I love going into a lot of the setup with them. I believe their supply is in the billions, right? You got 23 billion. So a lot of crypto is really based on, and a lot of people don't like, hearing that, but a lot of crypto is really based on hype, supply and demand, and obviously usability. So when you look at the hype, there is a lot of hype around Stellar, around XLM. A lot of people like to invest into this position because it is low. I invested into the position, I hold it, and I'm going to buy more as well. But the circulating supply is 23 billion, which gives it that possibility to easily get to, let's say, I can't really think exactly where it's going to go to. 23, probably somewhere around north of $40. So if it can get to north of $40 where people are investing in at 39 cents, you can gain a lot from it, especially with the circulation being so low. Now, I don't know if they have a burn rate at all, and also they have a max supply where it's 50 billion. And once it gets up to those points, you start decreasing that amount that it can get to based on market cap. But market cap doesn't really mean everything. It's really just a level to measure it, where it can get to. And that's where I always take Bitcoin and look at that. And that got up to 1 trillion. So I put that as like the ceiling. Ethereum is more like that realistic point that it can get to. And then a lot of the other ones underneath that, like, XRP or whatever, looking at those, you can see that it has that potential to grow as well. So yeah, I think Stellar will be good. Thank you for becoming a member as well. I try and get to all the comments, but I'm trying to answer some of these comments. Do you recommend buying Doge on Webull? You can buy Doge on Webull, but you don't actually own it. Webull owns it. They hold it in their wallet until they figure that out. But I definitely recommend buying it on Coinbase, or not Coinbase, what is it? Crypto.com. I know they have a fee associated with it, but I definitely recommend doing that because you actually own it if you could buy it there and transfer it to a wallet. I think we'll close around 55 today. That's a good prediction. I'll keep that in mind. Operation 4, I'll keep that in mind. 55 will be that target that you have. Are you following SNDL since the Ortex squeeze signal? I am following it. I have it on my list. Let me go to Webull here. I have it on my list here. I've been following it for a while, but SNDL actually looks like it's getting back on trend. So I was looking at, let's look at the full look at that, maybe like year to date. I was thinking that this was getting back on its trend. So when you look at something like this, the growth, actually, let me extend this out. So we look at this growth here. It's now really starting to get back on trend. And as you see it getting back up to those levels, that's the way the growth is actually going to be for a lot of cannabis positions. So that's what I was looking at. And obviously it could be a lot more with the squeeze potential. The only thing that I don't understand is we're seeing a crazy amount of volume in SNDL and we're not seeing the price movement correlate with it. So they obviously must be shorting it some more. But yeah, it's up 8% right now. It was up 15% on Friday. We are eating through the shares when the institutions sell. We're in a good place as long as we have good volume. Absolutely, volume is the biggest part of this. If we can continue to drive up this volume, continue to see people buy, just know that as it gets up to $100, $200, $300, $500, $1,000, there has to be someone there to buy, and they have to see upside in it. Do we see upside in it? At $1,000 to get to $2,000? Yes, but we need to get to those points. Serious question. I have one share of NVDA and all my crypto on Robinhood. Should I move that share out and sell that crypto? Yeah, so I can move that money over to Coinbase. So this is what I did with a lot of my crypto. I actually bought on Coinbase and sold right away on Robinhood. So I had Ethereum, I had Litecoin, I had Ethereum Classic, and I bought on Coinbase. Yes, you're going to have a fee associated with it, but it's worth it by owning it on Coinbase and transferring it over to your Coinbase wallet. So yeah, I bought it on Coinbase and I sold it on Robinhood, and I think that's the best situation until I believe they're going to be looking into having you have the ability to transfer it to your wallet. So from their wallet to your wallet. I don't know when that's supposed to take place, but they are looking to do that. What are the odds that the SEC and government gets involved? I believe they're probably already involved. I feel like the hedge funds have the government in their back pocket, so the government is more likely to come after us than anybody else. If you haven't noticed, everything that they've been talking about, capital gains, taxing crypto, all of this stuff is mainly to stop us from gaining as much money. If we gain so much money, how can they tax it more? So all of these capital gains increases that they're talking about, and taxing crypto at 70% from what I heard. I don't think that'll be a thing, but still, everything's coming up to where it's retail traders are making too much. Let me stop them. What's up, Life of Tony? Thank you for showing up. Let's see what Twitch has to say. Can you adjust Weeble so that you can we can have pre-market chart? Does that make sense? Yeah, I have the pre-market chart for SNDL. Oh, sorry. Typically I do. I have it with GameStop, but yeah, we have the pre-market chart here for SNDL. And let me do it for AMC. Up 17%. The more this runs up, more celebrities will join the movement, and then what? Yeah, again, and I want celebrities to join the movement, but I don't want them to be I wouldn't say paper-handed. I don't want to use that term, because paper-handed really means if you're selling on the way down and you're at a loss, that really means paper-handed. But I don't want any celebrities to do what David Portnoy does. He goes into a position, and then if he loses any type of money, he'll sell right away. And I don't like that. I don't like seeing that. But I like celebrities getting behind us because they have a lot of money to put into the position, which means that they can hold with us. Whether it's Ezekiel Elliott or whoever gets on. So I'm all for it. Why would you YOLO a Roth? Why would I YOLO a Roth? Or somebody else? I also took out not financial advice. I bought AMC in my Roth. Yeah, that's a smart move. So the reason why you would actually put that into a Roth IRA um, is because what it's going to do is allow you to gain so much in that position. So say it goes to 100K and you own 10 shares. You're able to sell that at 100K and now you have $1 million in your Roth IRA from however much it cost you to buy into that position. Now you have $1 million in your Roth IRA, and you're not going to have to pay taxes on that once you do, retire. So I think that's smart. I think that's very smart. I know a lot of people that have their AMC positions in the Roth IRA, and I think that's really, really smart because if it's something to where you don't physically need to use that money for anything and you want to just save it for retirement, then you could do that. It looks like hedge funds are quitting AMC positions and shorting GME. Do you agree with me, or do you think something else is going on? I mean, I think they're still shorting both of them equally because AMC was still shorted. Let's actually bring up Fintel. AMC was shorted 30% for like a number of days. So I think actually, on Friday they were shorted 21%. So that's interesting to see. 21% on Friday for AMC, still over 130 million shares. So that's still a significant amount, but it's 21%. That's lower than what their normal rate is. So they've been doing 30% for a while, close over 25 basically every single day for a while, and now they're below 20%. So we'll see what they do today. But for GME, let's see if they actually were shorting it a lot more. So for GME on Friday, they were shorting it, 22%. Typically, I think they hover around that. Yeah, 22, 21. So they've been doing the same thing, really. I don't think they're doing anything more. They may be covering more in AMC, and that's why you're seeing AMC move a lot more. But historically, we've seen GME move more than AMC. So it's not bad. Do you think you would wait for the open to try and buy more and get an order filled in the pre-market? I think we might have a V-shaped recovery. We might see it drop a little bit in the open, which we've seen a number of days, and then it'll jump back up. Lost your sound, bro. Oh, somebody else lose sound? Everybody lost sound? Roth IRA is away. Yeah. You're only worth 340 million. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. If you put 2 million into something and you have money to cover it, like you're okay with that, keep your 2 million in there. You know how much that would have been if he would have held onto that position? Obviously a lot. Would he have sold? Probably. He would have been one of those people that actually brought it down from 20. Sound is good here. Yeah, I figure it's good here because it's literally my phone audio. But that's good. Thank you for letting me know. We got 22 people over on the MP Shorts channel. If you guys want to ask questions, go over to my Twitch, go over to my MP Shorts channel and watch over there, and you can ask questions over there. If you don't have the ability to, talk in the chat over on my main channel. I wish Robinhood wasn't awful. I really do enjoy their interface. Yeah, their interface is pretty simple. Like it's really simple to use, and I like that too. And the fact that they're so horrible. Like the first time I stopped trading in Robinhood was because of the fact that I seen articles out there where people were getting money taken from them, and you couldn't do anything for it. Like Robinhood has the worst customer service in like the history of customer service, which was non-existent at that point. And they were basically telling people, oh, you have to submit some sort of email and then they'll get back to you. And it was just like, why do I have to wait in order for me to get connected with somebody at Robinhood? There has to be somebody that works there. How much of a squeeze today do you think? I'm thinking we're going to see it break 40 and we're going to get close to 50. I'm thinking we're going to see something really big there. And I'm thinking we might have that 50% day. I just hope it holds the 50% day because we've seen that on Friday and it didn't hold 50%. The price is $31 on Robinhood. Yeah, right now it's it got up to 31.15, but it's at 30.90, and you're seeing GME currently at 233. Now I bought more into GME, and I'm holding 10 shares of GME now instead of 2 shares of GME. So I'm fine with where it is. You think I should buy more at a market open or wait midday dip? I don't think you should wait midday dip because I don't know if we will have a midday dip. I think we're gonna probably have a V-shaped recovery from the start. It's gonna decrease a little bit right before it actually opens, and then you're gonna see it dip a little bit more and find where that low is, and then you'll be able to invest in there. If it keeps going against you, then you got in at a lowish point. But we never know what's going to happen and how much they're going to short it when it gets open, and how many people are just going to say, you know what, I'm comfortable with $30. You know what I mean? So you never really know what's actually going to happen there. I wish I could say that I could predict everything, but that's not true. Maybe they're shorting more ETFs with GME in it. That's definitely a possibility. But I think it's more or less the fact that you don't have as much volume go into GME because of how high the price is. The higher the price goes, the less volume you actually have with the position, just because the price is so high. Nobody's going to sit here and buy 10,000 shares of GME because it's at $230 versus AMC that was down at $26 or now at $30. That's literally a fraction of what GME is. And when it was at $10, it was so low that so many people could just buy a crazy amount of shares. And then when it was at $5, I wish I could have gotten at that point. Robinhood, I'm stuck. Wait, if I am in Robinhood, am I stuck? I had some weird social security number transfer issues. I don't think you're stuck. If you say like, oh, I have AMC in there, am I stuck? No, you can potentially do a transfer into like Webull or whatever platform you want. The only thing is that we never know exactly when this full squeeze is going to happen, so you might end up missing that because it takes like 5 days. Now, you will still have the same amount of shares when you do transfer over, but like I said, it takes a while. So we got 1,660 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. I would love to get over 1,000 likes. That would be amazing. Hey, Matt, thoughts on BB performance today? It's riding the curtails of AMC. However, it maintained momentum at a target price. So for BlackBerry, it's definitely tricky. I would target where the initial point was. So getting up to that $28 mark, I would target that. It would definitely ride those curtails. But yeah, it's definitely going to follow AMC and what GME is doing, because once you start to see those squeezes, you're going to see a lot of the other positions end up taking off as well. So if I were you, I would just pick out one of these retest points and basically set that as wherever you feel is going to get to, because these are not ones that you're going to expect like a full squeeze out of. These are ones that you're going to basically get a large gain from. Like I'm expecting a pretty decent gain with SOS. I'm expecting a pretty decent gain with Zomedica as well. They're being heavily shorted, and we're starting to see that come back. So that's something that I wanted to buy 4,000 more shares of, and I'm not certain if I will. If I see it come back a little bit, then possibly. But yeah, you're going to see a lot of different positions move there. Jacob, thank you for becoming a member. What's your take on B? I just answered that. Oh yeah, still white screen. Jeez. You guys didn't tell me that. I'm blinding you. There we go. You guys didn't tell me. Where am I going? Let's go to my account. Let's see what's happening here. So yeah, my account value is now up to 61,000, and I'm holding about 20,000 in cash. If it does come back, I'll end up looking to buy more. If it doesn't come back, I'll let it ride. And this will go into probably crypto or something. I was going to say, I was going to say curtails. That doesn't sound right. Coattails. You better read before she blows a fuse. I think I got it. I got it dark. Totally told you a couple of times. Sorry. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for telling me. I bought GME at 276 and will hold. I took some profits at 300, and I bought in at 116. I'm so I'm good. We'll hold this till the end time. That's amazing to hear. That's amazing to hear. We got 16 people viewing on Twitch. I appreciate it. We got 18 people on MP Shorts. Remember, if you guys want to comment and you can't comment in the chat, definitely go over into any of the other channels. Bitcoin come over to AMC. Smart having your what? Smart having your prenup agreement in a safe deposit box where you only know where it's at. I guess. Not saying I have a prenup. I don't. Wrong one. You picked the yellow down. What? I didn't pick the yellow down instead of the red. I have red down. That's a different situation. So if I go into here, I would select yellow down, but I selected the black look with the green up and red down. So you can do anything you really want to. That's why I like Weeble too. It's really customizable. I gotta sneeze. I'm viewing you on Twitch and YouTube. Oh, I appreciate that. That means a lot. It means that you're really supporting me. Let's see anything over here. I've been going in Val every day this week. Are you making some money from it? Yeah, it's trading. Okay, so it's not a food idea. Are you going to allow yourself a fun purchase after the squeeze, or are you going to reinvest it all? No fun purchases for me. If I gain enough out of it, I'm paying off my student loans, and then because it doesn't look like my student loans are going to be covered by any of Biden's plans at all, so that's what's going to happen there, and then everything else just gets reinvested. Some will go into long-term accounts. Most will, go into, let's say, crypto, and then we'll have another portion that goes into my short-term account. But my short-term account will mainly stay at like 30,000, just so that I can day trade and swing trade. Obviously, if I want to add more into it, I could probably, push it up to 50,000 and trade with that. I really enjoy your input. I find your advice, opinions, way more realistic than a lot of other finance YouTubers. Thank you for saying that. I try and, be as realistic as possible, just to break down all of this stuff for a lot of people. And I hate that, people hate me for saying something that's realistic, but, you gotta do it. Like, I feel like I have to be transparent. I have to let you guys know when I do something. And when people try and, call me out and say, hey, you sold this position at this point, and I was like, and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I'm transparent. So if you've watched my channel, you know that I talk about this ever since I invested into the position. I'll tell you what my price target is. I'll tell you what my profit target is, what my stop loss is, everything like that. In most cases, I'll get stopped out if all of these start to decrease like that. But I've been getting onto that mentality of buying and holding a lot of these positions because they're like heavily shorted positions. And they move with AMC and GME and a lot of other positions as well. So it makes sense for me to hold these no matter where they're going. This Omega can give me a lot of room to grow, and I'm so hyped. Every time I I look into it because I'm like, all right, this has a huge amount of potential. I'm holding 3,000 shares. If I hold 8,000 shares, obviously moving a dollar, I gain $8,000 from a small position like that. Let's look at one day. AMC's here. I don't want AMC here. I want GME here. Look at GME. I got AMC up twice. There we go. Got GME here. That's at 234. So pre-market is going so slow. There go my nose. That was perfect. What exchange are you using? This is Webull. This is a Webull platform. If you go a link in my description, you're going to get 2 free stocks if you sign up and deposit $100. Great platform. I actually have a breakdown of hotkeys. So a lot of times if I'm looking to sell, if I wanted to sell everything, which I'm not, let's say I have AMC or GME here, I can press Control A and it'll sell my whole position. I can also buy 100 shares or buy 1,000 shares. Hotkeys are amazing. And the fact that Webull has it, it just like puts it on another level for every other platform. What's your price target on Zomedica? My price target is pretty low, even though it has the potential to grow higher. So I always like to be conservative with my price targets. So where I'm currently standing is I have 3,000 shares at $1.50. If I buy more now, I will lower that cost basis, basically down to about $1. And then when I have it at $1, my cost basis or my profit target will be at that $2 mark, if not a little bit higher than that. Now, I usually set a stop loss at those moments or at those points. So if it does increase above that, I'll set a stop loss, and if it comes back, that's where I'll get stopped out. I did the same thing with costs. Costs, I made $700 recently with that position, and it went up to 28. I set my stop loss somewhere around 27. I can't remember exactly what it is, and I got stopped out on the way down, and costs ended up decreasing quite a bit. It went down to 23, and now it's up to 24, but still I gained a decent amount of money out of it, and it went down, so it went against me. It didn't get up to 30 like I thought it would get up to. Not sponsored by... No, I'm not. I should get a sponsor by some sort of allergy medication. Allegra, hit me up. Hope there's no actual. Actually, I know a girl named Allegra, so don't actually hit me up. We're gonna hit 32 before it opens. Where are we at now? Yeah, 31:30, and we have under 30 minutes. Oh, we're ready. We're ready to go. They're fairly quick, and then maybe close. If I open an account now, will I be able to get it verified and funded for the market open? No. If you open an account now with Webull, you would have to set up the deposit and all that stuff, and the deposit takes a while to clear. I think Webull deposits take way longer than any other platform to really clear. That's probably its only downfall is the time it takes to clear a lot of things. I like everything else about the platform, but it just takes so long to clear your deposits. It's crazy. AMC went 50 today. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking we're going to see it rip through 40, and then end up getting close to 50. I don't know if it will fully break 50. I'm thinking it'll get close, and then we'll see that pullback again because people will get comfortable where they are at $50. Are you serious? Is where it's at. Oh, really? Is it better? I got Allegra, and it doesn't seem to be working. I mean, all of the my eyes. Last night I slept 2 hours, right? And Erica was pissed at me the whole entire time. But I was itchy all over my body, and my throat was closing up, and people thought that I actually had allergies to something. And I thought I was allergic to my dog for a second. I was like, she's been in our house for 4 years. There's no way that I'm just getting an allergy to my. I'm getting allergic to my dog. There's no way. Kevin, thank you for becoming a member. You get instant deposit. I've never done instant deposit yet. Like I don't know. It should have automatically been done, but I haven't had that done. And maybe it's because I invested too much. Because typically I'll like fund it with a lot. But do you see Zomatica getting to $10? I see it getting to 5. Now it can possibly have that potential after that, but I definitely see with all of the hype behind it, the buying potential of it, like the right now as it's being shorted 30+% every single day, you still see it, increasing some days. And at one point it was shorted 30 or 66% in one day, which is absolutely crazy. This squeeze isn't going to just be a lineup. People need to realize that there's going to be big rips followed by big corrections and massive rips again. Yes, 100%, 100% with you. And like I said in the beginning of this stream, is that the higher this price gets, the more that this is going to move. So you're going to see it get to $50, and you're going to see those rips of maybe $10, $20 to where it will decrease back. It's just going to fluctuate between certain numbers. Just like I said, you see with GME. GME moves, 40 cents or $40 some days. I don't know if I keep saying cents instead of dollars, but for some reason I'm hearing that. Yes, trust me. CVS, Walgreens, Costco, pharmacy. All right, I'll have to check it out. I can't take anything else because I took a 24-hour thing. So I hope it's okay. But yeah, I'll have to look into that. I just went with the most popular name because I've never had any type of what's it called, allergies. I was wrong. That article that came out today on AMC is legit. Oh, really? Well, I think we should see that their shares, increased, right? So if we go into Market Watch. So I got distracted with that. Something different. Market Watch, AMC. There we go. Total outstanding shares. I guess they don't even have that updated anyways, because the total shares should be 501. Yeah, it looks like there's an article in Market Watch about that. AMC sells 8.5 million shares at nearly 4% premium. Yeah. But yeah, the outstanding, those shares should be a lot higher. We should see 501 million, I guess. We have 1,156 people in here, guys. If you can hit that like button before we open, I would like to hit 1,000 likes. That would be amazing. I appreciate it a lot. Or on the MP Shorts channel, if you want to get me to 40 likes, that would be great. See people watching on Twitch. Thoughts on Fidelity as a trading platform? I like Fidelity. I just like Webull a lot more for swing trading and day trading. I use them for my long-term investments. So with their full view, it's just fully set up for success. You can open as many accounts as you want. You can open your 529 accounts for your kids. You can open your Roth IRA, put it in there. You have all of that set up. So I really like their trading platform, and the investments really, like if you deposit money into the account, it really clears in like the first day. You really don't have to wait long for Fidelity money to clear. And especially when you actually take it out of the platform, you don't have to wait for it to clear then either. It's pretty much like instant. It's going to happen in like a day or two. But Webull, it might take you like 5 days to get that money, or you put the money in there and it might take 5 days or so for it to even be available. AMC and GME, brother, supports. brother. I'm looking forward to the U.S. in a year or so. EU loves. All right. Thank you for saying that. It seems like more people are switching to Webull over Fidelity, and I was just wondering why. It's because Webull has just a better like trading platform for investing. I feel like Fidelity, is better than a lot of platforms out there, but Webull just has a way better trading platform. You think we'll try and short AMC again, like Friday? Yeah, I think they will. I don't think AMC was shorted. It was only shorted 20%. 20% is high, but I think they will short it. I think if you see it go high enough, you'll see a lot of whales that end up decreasing or sell some of their position, and then that will end up sucking because then the price ends up decreasing quite a bit. That's why I like listening to you, and I watched Trey. I had to drink Red Bull to keep up. Is he live right now? I don't know if he's live right now. If AMC hits 1,000 this week, I'm donating my profits to my bank. So you're putting it in your bank account. Is that what you're saying? That's funny. That's too funny. Ugh. We're almost at 1,000 likes. We only have 82 likes to go, and we'll get to 1,000 likes. So if you haven't hit that like button, please do it. There's a spelling error in my title. Is there? How do I fix that? Can I fix it? That's fine. What's the spelling error? I'm glad it's not members only, so I can give you a heads up. What? Get ready for it. Yeah, I don't see the spelling error. I don't have the title over here. There's no way that I can see it over here because it's set up on my phone. But we're all ready for this to. Your beard fell off? My beard's okay. I think we're good. Although 2:30 a.m. on Sunday, and they still answered the phone. Fidelity has never had a liquidity issue trading unless the SEC halted it. They manage over $2 trillion in assets. Yeah, they have no problems there. Their customer service is amazing as well. Yeah, I really can't breathe out my nose, so I just totally got stuffed up, but it's okay. We'll deal with it. We only got like a half an hour or so, 45 minutes for the stream, so we'll deal with it. 660 million in volume already for AMC. Am I seeing that right? No. Where are you seeing? That was probably for yesterday from what you were seeing. Right now we're at 15 million in AMC, but let's look at what it is in Fidelity. Because Fidelity gives me a better picture of the pre-market volume. I don't know how I logged in there because I pressed the wrong buttons. 32 million, 32.5 million shares worth of AMC in the pre-market. We're going to see this probably skyrocket here. 32 million, 32.5 million. And we still have 15 minutes left. That's crazy. I guess not technically a spelling error, but yeah. All good. Time to get hype. Yeah, I'm hype. Oh, I see what you're saying. So in this one, that's where I have the spelling error. I don't even remember what I even put. To tell you the truth. Kim, thank you for becoming a member. Can you give a little insight regarding options? I can't. I'm horrible with options, and I'm waiting for. I was gonna like check into it and actually get a full understanding of it, but I should have a video coming out about options. Not me that's explaining it. My brother-in-law knows a lot about options, and we're gonna basically do like an interview type of thing to where we have that face to face and break down what options is, and actually have a real conversation of someone trying to understand options that previously really did nothing but trading. So I know it's really simple to understand at a basic level, but I want to understand the basics and understand some of the more complex things to it. So it's going to be really fun. So make sure you stick around for that. If you want to hit that subscribe button, we'll be doing that video probably over vacation. I have a vacation in June on the 15th or the 12th, I think. So um, really hype about that. We're going to South Carolina. So if anybody's out there, I'll be playing golf out there. I need to blow my nose again. Give me a second. Let me just slide off screen here. It's not good. It's not good. Do you think AMC will be crazier ride than GameStop? Um, it might be. It really might be. We're already seeing a crazy ride the way that it's moving, but I think it will be a crazier ride than GameStop, just with all of the potential that um, is in this position, all the people that are really behind it. For GME, you really only had a number of people that were behind it in the beginning, and then they started to really get into it as it started to grow. But for AMC, we are holding on. We didn't actually have a squeeze. We had a massive increase, but we didn't have a squeeze. People like to say, oh, they had the first squeeze, now we're going into the second squeeze. No, that was not a squeeze. For it to go from $1.90 to $25 or something is not a squeeze. That's nothing. For it to go from $5, where it was at its low point, or 190, I guess. Let's go 190 all the way up to 1,000. That starts to get to squeeze potential. You know what I mean? So for people who are saying, "Oh, that was a squeeze," no, it's not. This is going to be a crazier ride, and we've already seen the start of that crazy ride from 190 up to 20 plus, down to 5, up to 14, down to 7, and then up to 36. And now it went down to 24, and now it's going to probably go up to 50. So, oh yeah, all we need is 20 more likes. Hit that like button, guys. We got 1,000 people in here. If you guys are leaving and you're going to another stream, go ahead and do that. I'm all for it. But just hit that like button on the way out, or the dislike button. Whatever you want to do. Just have some form of engagement. Let's see. Sounds sweet. I'll check it out and open a book on options recently. Within the first page, there were 5 terms I've never heard of in my life. Intimidating. Yeah, I hear you. I actually have books on options. I received them from some coworkers and some of the executive teams at different jobs. Just because I always talk about trading, they love trading, and they would always trade options, and I'm just like, I don't really see the point, but I guess there is a reason why you can do that. I'll stay right here until you bounce, bro. 31 hedge fund managers didn't like this stream. Yeah, we're over 1,000. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. I appreciate that a lot. It means so much. Do you think GME will have a similar squeeze as AMC? I think AMC is catching up to what GME has done, but it's probably going to be more intense than what we've seen with GME. It's going to be a rise to where hopefully trading doesn't get restricted, because if trading does get restricted, then we'll be in the same situation that GME was in, and it will suck, right? So 10 minutes to liftoff. I'm hyped. I'm really hyped. We got a baby up there crying. So if you hear a baby up there crying, she's a little sad. I think I'm going to be able to see them today because it seems like they're just getting food now. So they're just getting breakfast now at 9 o'clock. Jeez. So yeah, we're up 21% on AMC. Total volume. Let's look at the total volume here. It had to have skyrocketed. Yeah, 34. Oh, that went down. Did it go down? No, it went up because it was 32. 34.4 million shares of volume in AMC right now this morning. And that's just the pre-market. That's just the pre-market. That's crazy. 10 minutes to lift off. 31. Let's see. Anybody else saying anything? Nearing 35 million. Yeah, the volume is just crazy. Get those diamond hands ready. Yeah, because it's about to be liftoff. I hope we don't see this, fall back, because sometimes we will see that. I hope we see it continue to skyrocket. We don't see that often with AMC. We typically see that V-shaped recovery to where it falls right from the open and then, skyrockets. So let's look out for these last 5 minutes, and hopefully we don't see that start to fall in the last 5 minutes, which we've seen a number of days, and that sucks. Gamer Fuel discount code every time you hit a 1K like count. I really don't. 32 hedge fund managers didn't like the stream. It's okay. I'm all for anybody. If you really do dislike the stream, I'm okay with you disliking it as long as you show that you dislike it. Engage with me. We hit 40 likes on the MP Shorts channel. Thank you for hitting that like button over here. Let's see, with Twitch, we got 13 people watching on Twitch. Don't you know, pump it up? You got to pump it up. Yeah. So yeah, let's see what's 32. We're actually at $32.33. We're seeing that make some massive moves this morning. I'm loving it. 23% already. It's almost 24%. Do we have any other things that are increasing quite a bit? Maybe. We got Fubo TV that's up 2.3%. Years it's up 3%. DraftKings it's up 1%. I need that to make a move because I'm holding DraftKings with the thought that it would get to $70. Cost is making a little bit of a move. It's up 6%. I need SOS to make more of a move. They were up quite a bit this morning, and then they dropped back down. They were up to $3.80, which seems to be the trend. Every morning I'm seeing them get up to $3.80, and then they resist in the pre-market. I think they have a lot of potential. But yeah, it just 1.1K. Nice. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Yeah, if you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description. Guys, follow me on Twitch if you can. Follow me on my MP Shorts channel. Also, join as a member. We have 7 new members this morning. And if you want to join the Discord group, it's one of the first links in the description. I just realized that the MP and MP Shorts stand for Matt Perry. Yes, that's what it stands for. It's Matt Perry Shorts. I was going to do Matthew Perry Shorts, but I felt like that was just too long, especially for like a Shorts channel. You have a Shorts channel with a long name. It's weird. Don't laugh, Matt. I'm laughing. I'm laughing. It's hilarious. Let's see. Anything up big? We're waiting for that pre-market to end. We got 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the pre-market ends. AMC is up 24%. Almost 25%. It's hit 25% off and on here. I tried telling people AMC stock Reddit. There was a pump and dump in effect in some cases. And they didn't believe me. Yeah, I think I don't ever think that there's a pump and dump. I just think that there's more or less people that don't understand what the full potential is. They see the gains and then they dump it. You know, if you have a couple of whales that decide that, you know, they want to sell at these prices because they made a ton of money, then they can do it. And when they do that, they're decreasing the price a lot, and then they create fear, so smaller investors will sell as well. Speaking of Matthew Perry, did you see the Friends reunion? I did. I thought it was really good. Could have been Money Please. It could be Money Please. You know what? I went chasing and got burned. That's usually what happens. When would you sell part of your stock to accrue some profits? So typically I wait for a double of my investment at least to take some, and then you leave the rest that's in there. But that's what I would typically do if I see the potential to grow 100%. Then I will wait for that and take my initial investment, and then whatever it gets back to, no matter what, I gain a ton out of the position, whether it was the max amount that I could have gained, or less than that. We're starting to see that come back a little bit. Just like I said, in the last 5 minutes, we end up seeing that pulling back. Instead of 25% up, now it's around 23% up. So we might see that continue into the open to where it falls a little bit more, maybe breaks 30, and then we'll see that V-shaped recovery, hopefully. So we have 999 people in here. Guys, we had a max, I think, of 1,500. I think that was a max. But I appreciate everybody that comes through, the 7 new members that we gained this morning, and everybody that's on Twitch. No pump and dump here, baby. Hold till I yodel. That's all about the gamma squeeze, which is huge gains for sure. I hear you. Might hit 33 before it opens. It looks like it's going to be decreasing a little bit. Are we starting to see it come back a little bit? Yeah, we're starting to see that movement back up. In the last 2 minutes, we're starting to see that movement back up. But yeah, if you guys want to go and show some love, am I nervous? I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous at all. The reason why I'm not nervous, like I said, is because I'm okay with where I stand. This can go to 0 for me, and I'll be okay with it. Right now, it's at 21,000, but it can go to 0, and I'll be okay with it. What platform do you share right on the screen? This is Webull, the Webull platform, and the link is in the description. If you want to sign up and deposit $100, you'll get 2 free stocks. Which can be valued, I believe, up to $1,800. But you have to deposit $100. Well, I meant in the sense that they're telling people a price as high as 1K or more share. Are we open? No, we're not. Okay, for some reason it looked like we were open. So yeah, we're starting to see that decrease a little bit. Are we going to see a massive drop down? It's probably, I've seen 9 times out of 10 that we've seen a drop in the beginning of the day. We're looking at cost here. We want to look at GME. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort this by whatever the change in percentage is, whenever it opens, just to see what's going to happen with these positions. But right now it's 929. Hopefully we see some great movement. We're seeing BlackBerry that is up 11%, 10%. That's making a move. We're starting to see that up. Might be going against us. There. We're seeing AMC that's starting to fall back as well. Let's see if we can push that up with a lot of the volume. We're seeing BlackBerry make a huge move down. It might be a lot bigger because of the scale. The scale looks pretty widened. So let's see. SNDL, that's making a move. AMC starting to decrease. We're seeing that drop down to 31, down 18% here. We're up 18%, but we're down to 18% because we were up to 25 at one point. Matt, I have a lot of respect for you. Anybody that keeps going with the show, as sick as you are, is definitely very successful. I'm a little older than you, but I can see success. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. You know, I'm a hard worker. I'm always looking to work as hard as possible. Like, Erica, I think has all for like basically the whole week, and I was like, I should just quit my job, but I don't want to do that because I like what I do. You know, I really like the people that I work with. I like you know, everybody around the organization, so it's great, but I just don't have enough time, and I feel like I would make some more time, but I would just spend more time working and streaming and all that stuff. We're seeing SNDL make some decent moves up, decently sized moves up. Just understand the scale is a lot more skewed. But looks like AMC is dropping a little bit. Got down to about 30. Where'd it get to? $30 of a low. I thought it would have broken 30, but it looks like we're going to have that a little bit of a V-shaped recovery here, unless this is a false break. I mean, we've seen a lot of buying pressure there. This is a huge like hammer candlestick, basically. Yeah, it is. So that indicates nothing but buying pressure. So the fact that this is even making a move down makes no sense whatsoever. So down to $31.19. Understand that the first 30 minutes is always very, very volatile. Should we expect any squeeze in 2 weeks? It really depends what happens with the hedge funds. If hedge funds continue to short it, then it may take longer. But I would say with what we're seeing with the volume and everything, yeah, we can definitely expect something really big in the next 2 weeks or so. A lot of people are predicting that this is the month that it's going to happen. And right now we're seeing it drive down. Like I said, I thought it was going to get below 30, and it might just do that. Cost is up 6% though. That's good. SNDL is making a move. AMC, let's actually go to 1. I just feel like it looks a lot better when I could do that. Can I stop this? Let's scroll down. Huge downward pressure right now. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing. Huge downward pressure. We're going to see that V-shaped recovery whenever we start to hit that low, and it did break 20 or did break 30. So I'm thinking that we'll see a jump sometime soon. I don't think it should break 27. So don't even expect it to drop that low, but I don't expect it to break that down past that point. 100K sell-off. I don't know what that means. But we have 991 people in the live stream. Thank you for showing up, sticking with me. 7 people over in the MP Shorts channel. We're starting to see some upward movement here. Hopefully this is the start to that V-shaped recovery. I thought this was, but this is a full V-shape. So let's see if we can stair step on our way up or have a large increase, from here. Starting to see BlackBerry recover. I can't get to it. Yeah, you're starting to see. Starting to see BlackBerry recover a little bit, but now it's starting to fall back down. Costs, that's making definitely a pretty good move. Up to $24.90. Got all the way up to $25.36. That's not a bad move. What's the volume? You know what the volume is? 64 million right now. We're starting to see this bounce here. Let's get a strong candlestick here. Let's get a strong candlestick. Start that indication of an uptrend. I was able to snag some under 30. That's awesome. That's awesome. Again, I thought it was going to break that 30 barrier, and it did. So it's great that you were able to snag some under 30. Do you prefer Coinbase or Coinbase Pro? I like Coinbase Pro just because it's more similar to like a complex trading platform. But Coinbase is very simple to go off of. I mean, it makes it easy to get some of the information behind it, understand the usability a lot more, and it's very simple, I guess. So I like both. But I mainly store all of my crypto as long as I can store it in there in my Coinbase wallet. So right now I can't actually store my ADA in my Coinbase wallet. They don't allow you to do that. I can't store my Anchor in there as well. Inverted hammer. Yeah, see that's what's crazy. We needed a strong candlestick, and we have like a sell heavy candlestick, which indicates more selling pressure after this large buy candlestick. So at best, I hope we see that start to hover around here and then increase. But I don't want it to stair step on the way down. That's what I don't want. All right, so we have 11 people on Twitch, 8 people on MP Shorts. Thank you for showing up here. I know we're not really seeing the screen. We're starting to see it. We're starting to see it come back a little bit. And I usually do this portrait mode, but I couldn't change it. We're starting to see this come back a little bit. Starting to get some buy heavy candlesticks. Let's look at costs. NIO is pretty good. SOS is up 4%. I love to see that. We need to see more movement there because I need to get them up to about $4.80. You get them up to $4.80 and we'll be sitting pretty. We will be sitting pretty. That's good. We're starting to see some slow growth here. Look at this. Look at this candlestick trying to hold us down. Trying to hold us down. It's not going to work. Not going to work, buddy. It's not. Let me look at some crypto. My Ethereum is still up. Ethereum Classic is also up. Dogecoin, I'm still down on that because I bought it at 52 cents. 2,000 shares. 2,000 coins. Bitcoin is up. That's good. But a lot of other positions are actually down quite a bit. And I'll look into Coinbase when I log off of here. But we have 11 people in the MP Shorts channel. If you guys want to ask questions, let me know what you have on your mind. Same thing with Twitch. Let me know what you have on your mind. Try to find the buying opportunity. Yeah, that's obviously what we're looking for is what's the lowest point where you can buy. Now it looks like it just broke that low point, getting to $29.32. Hopefully we don't see too much more than that. I don't want to see it drop past. I don't believe it's going to drop past 27. So let's see that bounce at 29. That'll make it just a lot better. Have you looked into, or do you have a hardware wallet, or are you okay leaving it in crypto on the exchange? I do have. So I buy it on crypto. I buy it on Coinbase, but then I store it in the Coinbase wallet as long as I can transfer it to it. So I do have an actual wallet set up. So I like putting them in wallets and actually having them secure, let them sit there. For some reason, I really don't like Coinbase or the Coinbase wallet because I don't really see the way my position is moving. Like I don't see the percentage that I've gained since I invested in it. It just shows me what the price is, how many shares I hold, and I have to basically know how much I invested in there, which kind of sucks. Can you set alerts, or are you worried about missing a dip price you want? I think for the day we broke low, but I might drop down again. Yeah, I'm my investment point where I want to invest. If I invest it anywhere higher, then I'm basically losing out on shares, right? So I covered my initial investment. The only way I will put that back in there is if it drops down to $10, which I don't know if it will. If it does, then I'll put my money back in there. If it doesn't, then that's where I'm just gonna let this ride, the 656 shares ride. But obviously, seeing some of these lows, you can say, all right, where should I invest now? And then you start to see, okay, 29 maybe the dip point, 28 maybe the dip point. You might see some massive movement depending on what, the sell orders that come in. And we're starting to see some negative movement here after being up 25%. Hi Matt, what do you think of Bed Bath and Beyond? I bought 32 shares, $32 4 months ago. Oh, you bought at $32 4 months ago. Since then it went down. What is Bed Bath and Beyond doing? We're going to see Bed Bath and Beyond move with the rest of the squeeze. So understand that this is going to make that move up. We have seen a little bit of an increase as of late. Went down to 22 and then started to jump up. So if you bought a while ago, you bought at $32 where it did get to some of those lows, thinking that it was going to go up to 53. That large increase that it had basically when everything else had an increase. But I think you'll be good to gain a little bit out of it. You probably want to test it somewhere at 32, and we'll probably see it move a lot more with the squeeze and get up to about 40 or so. I can't really tell you exactly where we'll get to because it doesn't really have a lot of test points up here. But if you're looking at a certain test point, you can say 40 or 41 or something like that. Let's see. Let's see. Finally bought 70 shares of AMC. Awesome. That's great to see. Great to hear. Tried to grab more at 28, but I couldn't click fast enough. Yeah, I mean, right now, where's it at? It's at 30. Yeah, it's at 30. We're starting to see. Let's hope that this is the V-shape recovery, that we start to break that 200 EMA, 15 moving average, break above this high point right here. We stop creating these new lows, lower lows and lower highs. We want to basically have a higher high. If we have another lower high, then we're definitely in a downward trend or a downward moving channel, which is not the best situation because obviously it's going down. It's going against us. Bought more at $29.50. That's amazing. It's good to hear. I wish I hadn't traded my crypto into actually altcoin. I'd be up 50K right now. Yeah, I mean, it happens. We all make mistakes. Soft wallets aren't secure. Hard wallets, USB, usually are much more secure since they are off the network storage. Yeah, I can think about going into that, but I'll have to venture into understanding what that's all about before I do that. Why are you not on your main channel? I am on my main channel. I'm streaming on my main channel and on here. The reason why is just because, one, I want to grow this channel, the MP Shorts channel, to see where it can get to, because the MP Shorts channel is supposed to be really short form videos. And while I'm streaming, it's always great to be able to generate a new audience, especially with something that you really just talk about stocks with. I want to like my Matthew Perry channel was really like it's personal finance, so it's everything involved. I talk about stocks, crypto, credit cards, stimulus checks, whatever is in the finance realm, I would do. But I I love streaming on the main channel. I just wanted to grow this one to also compare it to TikTok, because TikTok you get paid with certain things, so I want to be able to see how much you get paid on certain videos comparatively, and hopefully we can you know get some information there, and I can do a video on YouTube or on TikTok about how much you get paid on both of those platforms with short form content. So, okay, that's cool. I'm supporting you. Sound cool. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Frank J. I think you should put more into AMC. It will definitely pull up my cost average. Currently, my positions are those that I got at $11. Yeah, my positions right now are in at $10. But like I said, if it goes down to $10, I will buy more. I will buy 2,000 shares. But if it doesn't go down to $10, then I'm not really gonna make that move. If it goes down low enough, like close enough to $10, I'll buy more because it has that full potential of definitely increasing. But that's really what I'm looking for here. Obviously, if it skyrockets, I'm still holding the position. I'm not losing out on much. Sinuses got you this morning. I think it's allergies or something. It's got me. It got me last night, and I couldn't sleep last night or this morning. Back in at 5K at 30. $1 or 164 shares. That's awesome. That's what I like to hear. So we're at $29.80. We're starting to decrease here. We need to see that massive jump, that massive leap. I thought we were due for a good day based on the pre-market, but this just shows you or tells you that the pre-market doesn't tell you everything. You know what I mean? We were up to 25% in the pre-market, and then all of it started, spiraling downhill. That makes no sense. But yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes it does happen. Let's see now. Yeah. I like that you were on Twitch. It's easier for me on mobile to check my Robinhood account and watch you at the same time. Well, that's amazing. That's why I'm here. I'm not even affiliate on Twitch. I don't think I will be. I'm looking to just grow my community, grow the amount of people that watch me, and then we can go from there. So I don't know if I will end up being an affiliate and do separate streams to where I do a pre-market stream or over here. Like if I ever quit my job, which I don't know if I ever will. If I ever end up doing something like that, then I don't know if I'll do like a pre-market and post-market stream on Twitch, and then do like an actual market stream on my main YouTube channel and the MP Shorts channel or something. My cost base is about $13, killing my averaging up. Yeah, I hear you. Eventually the average won't matter. Eventually it will not matter at all, and it'll be like, all right, well, I invested at 25, my cost average is 25. Well, does that matter? The price is at 1,000. You know what I mean? Or the price is at 500. I wonder if the tax is used to scare people out of their positions, let it have a good pre-market, and then dump all your shorts at the open. Yeah, I mean that's hedgy land. The pre-market and post-market, it's all hedgy land, to where they hedgy and institutions, anybody that has money, that's where they make their moves. So you're going to see a lot of that activity there, but then you're also going to see a lot of shorting happen throughout the day, and I would imagine you're going to see this up in the 30% short range. We're not seeing a lot of people buy. We're starting to see it pick back up. But if you look at the volume was crazy in the first minute, but all the other volume really didn't have as much. So a lot of short shares, I guess, were going through, maybe a little bit of sell orders as it was at that peak, but still, it doesn't look like we're seeing a crazy amount of volume in the actual market open. Like in some of these ticks, we're getting 3 million, 3.1 million, which is a lot, but it would have been a lot more. Like this one here, it looks like it's about 2 million right now, and we're starting to really, really increase up to $31 right now. So here we go. Now we're going to start moving. Ape Strong together, I just bought 30 on TD Ameritrade, 22 on Webull, and 40 more on Robinhood. That's amazing to hear that you're buying so many on different platforms. So then you can always have that. If you get, if something happens to the ones that are on Robinhood where you can't buy and sell, you have some on Webull. If something happens on Webull, you have some, somewhere else. So I love hearing that. We're starting to really make a move. We're up to $31.30. And you see these strong candlesticks here. Every time I say that, it starts to come back. All right, here we go. You see weak candlesticks. Uh-oh, that might be it. You're seeing really weak candlesticks. Really weak candlesticks. It's green every time I say that. These candlesticks are so weak, they're not going to go any higher. Oh wait, okay, it's not working. If you say one thing, it does the opposite. That's what happens. Making my Robinhood 280, and my total I have is 1,500. I'm more ready to go, apes. That's amazing. That's amazing to hear. You're definitely gonna get a huge gain out of it, and make a lot of money. What the hell? I can't wait for this to go to $1,000 worth. That'll be insane growth. Weak ass candlestick. I'm a little ahead of you. You are. I have a lag over here on the Matthew Perry channel, I believe on the MP Shorts channel it's kind of like instant. The latency is like ultra low. Friday it hit the peak shortly after opening, but if it hits the peak a couple of hours after, I would say we'll have a good day. Good morning, my guy. Thank you for stopping by, Matthew. You have a side effect from breathing dust. No, it's not that. I was outside yesterday, and then all of a sudden it seemed like allergies struck. And I've never had allergies, but this is the first year that I've ever had a run-in with this stuff. And it's interesting because it's not like I don't feel sick. I just feel congested, and I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know, like everything's backed up. Like that's the way it feels. If AMC goes to 5K, I'm paying my house off. I wouldn't blame you. I mean, you'll save a lot of interest. People pay so much on their houses. In the first 15 years, you're paying a crazy amount of interest. And obviously it starts to fall off towards the end to where most people end up paying off their house. That's why they always want you to refinance, because you're just going to pay more and more in the first 15 years. You can't remove the latency. I can remove the latency. It just, with my internet, because I still haven't gotten another router, it just isn't set up the right way. It might like lag on me, and then the stream will stop. And I don't want the stream to stop. I plan on paying my student loans off. Yeah, I plan on doing that as well. That's my first thing, is if I do have something where I'm gaining a lot from it, a lot from it, I will definitely pay off my student loans. Because that's the thing where I'm like, all right, well, if I you know, sorry, I got distracted from another comment. If I pay off, so was it 70,000 in student loans, I'll be good. I'll be happy with that because I know they end up ripping you on a lot of that interest. But yeah, that's the only thing that I would make that move on. I already pay a large portion on our mortgage, so we're gonna have that paid off. Let's see, cost is up 8%. That's making a decent move. You know, you could have easily, you know, made a decent amount of money at some of these lows. You know, getting it at 24, selling at 25. You could have definitely made a little bit. All right, so we have about 4 minutes until the stream ends. I'm completely congested and I want to go and blow my nose. Dude, this squeezes. I can't wait to buy my $1 of Ethereum. You stuck on that? Oh man. Yep, if it squeezes, I'm buying $1 of Ethereum again. Slightly upward pressure. Yeah. Yeah, we're starting to see the thing that I take from this. You could say, oh, well, you know what, it's getting to its peak or whatever, but it's creating higher lows and higher highs. That's what I like to see. After getting to that, you see these higher lows and higher highs. You see this crossover of the 50 moving average to the 200 EMA. It really means that, yes, we could see another low, but we could see it's going to be a higher low, which also creates another higher high. So I think we're in a good situation. All right. I think I really need to go blow my nose and I want to see my kids. So I'm going to end these streams. Guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I do these streams every single morning, pre-market streams, and then get into the market open. Yeah, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, follow me on all of my channels. Also join the Discord group if you're interested. There's a lot of great people over there that know their stuff, and we have multiple channels. And whenever I make a trade, I let the Discord group know what I'm doing with that position, so that we can see how we can be profitable, and you can learn from any situation, any mistake I may make, all of that stuff. Also, if you want to become a member, the join button is right by the subscribe button. But I'm gonna get out of here. I will catch you guys later, and hopefully we see a great day. All right, and I will have to say see you later to everybody on this stream. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. I think we had a max viewers of 22 people, I think. I appreciate the support, everybody that supports me on both channels, and I just hope we see something really good today. I hope we see amazing movement with AMC, with GME, with Cost, with BlackBerry, all of those things. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Would love to get to 50 likes. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.